it's a great honour really to be noticed, by BFREPA as to what I've done. I'm extremely honoured. Yeah. Well, just try to make the birds feel as happy as possible, and just to really enhance their natural behaviour, and it helps to reduce stress, which I think you get back on the production side of it, and watch them outside, see what they like to do, where they like to go, what they don't like, and just try and build on that really. Just spend a bit of time with them, and just enhancing their natural behaviour. I put a pathway down the front of the shed so that I can fence them off outside when it's getting poached badly in bad weather. Use some reclaimed concrete sleepers and planted trees down to make like an avenue, and it gets them away further down the range so that I can manage it better, and some nice good sized cobbles at the front of the shed helps to keep their feet clean, and it just encourages them to go a little bit further away once they get going out onto the range. He achieved 332 birds per hen housed in the last flock, and sadly they went at 71 weeks, which if I'd known they were going to do so well I would have kept them on longer. So I think it all reflects back on what our final production figures are.
We're overwhelmed. I think it's a great industry to be in, and to have this award is something fantastic. Well, we are a 650 acre farm, mainly arable with poultry, and my father-in-law decided probably 10 years ago that we would go zero tilling. So what we're doing is not actually moving the soil, and this is aiming at the wildlife and worm count to go a lot higher than if you actually move the ground.
Well, we used all the manure from the egg production unit to spread on the land, so it all sort of comes together that way. We get all the wildflowers and the wildlife on the range, but
because we are multi-tier, we muck out twice a week, so this is then spread straight onto the land, which is reducing our nitrogen. So it all goes together with the poultry as well, and the owl seems to work hand in hand.
I just snuck in. I've been doing it for 6 years, so I've just highly delighted to win it against some pretty old hands at the game. Yeah. Well, I did get a bit of an inkling it was coming, so I prepared myself, but it was absolutely great news. Yeah. Well, I just put it down to husbandry, to be honest. Attention to detail. We just look after the hens, and philosophy is if you look after the hens, they'll look after you, and we're always trying to. I think it's making early interventions and it's spotting when things are about to go wrong rather than after they've gone wrong. So we measure a lot of things: egg weights, body weights, and then there's the feeling inside the shed. We're in the shed a lot, so there's a lot of things combined. As always, it's not just, if it was that easy everyone would be doing it, but we constantly at it. Because we're getting a good production, we're trying to push the boundaries a bit in terms of longevity on the hens. We took the last crop to 86 weeks and they were still laying quite well, and the egg packer had no issues with the quality of the shells. So I would like to try and push this one to 90 weeks, but it's quite a risky business if it goes wrong. And it's difficult trying to get an option if it doesn't go right with replacement pullets. If it goes wrong, I could be out of production for a month or so. So it is a bit risky, but I think the rewards are there if you can get it, because obviously your turnaround costs are massively reduced. So we do that, and we're trying to build private sales as well to sort of get us a bit closer to the customer. We get a lot of feedback from that as well in terms of quality of the egg, and the chefs are quickly on the phone if there's something going wrong, especially when you're getting towards the end of the lay. When you get into these sort of 60+ weeks, it's quite important to keep the quality, and we've been able to manage it. I put it down to husbandry, whether it's that or just good luck, I don't know.